got for the WWE Championship, AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe, Part 4. They had matches prior to this at SummerSlam, Hell in a Cell, Super Showdown. All of those encounters, by the way, saw AJ Styles walk out still the WWE Champion. This match was no different. AJ walked away still the WWE Champion with the title in tow. Joe loses again. And I love Samoa Joe. I love AJ Styles. AJ actually, on Wednesday, celebrated 1 year as WWE Champion, which is really unheard of by today's standards in the company. So that's kind of a great testament to how great of a champion AJ has been. But Joe losing once again, falling short of becoming WWE Champion, as did Daniel Bryan on last week's SmackDown. So with all that being said, Alexis, Joe gets knocked down, Bryan gets knocked down. Well, first of all, your thoughts on the AJ and Joe match, but also in addition to that, who do you think is next to step up to challenge AJ Styles from SmackDown for the WWE Championship?
Well, those are great questions.
Thank you.
The match itself, at that point, I just felt like it was, again, I got glorified house show. Whereas opposed to the World Cup ones were, pieces of shit, but whatever. But that match was, it was good. It didn't stand out to me. I don't know, maybe it takes a lot for me to get impressed, just because I'm not really into all the technical stuff. I'm more into, the storylines and stuff. But AJ Styles winning, I just feel like it wasn't, at that point, again, I know why the match is there, I know why it's set up, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. But at the same time, I'm asking myself, why am I watching this? Because I just feel like if you're going to set it up, and if you're going to surprise everyone, Paige, and be like, all right, you got your match. It's going to be on Crown Jewel. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe title match. You'd think Samoa Joe would win, because it's a bit of a surprise. If it's, set up, that could be one thing or another, but I was expecting something different, and we didn't get anything different than what we normally get, which is really disappointing. And as far as you're saying who's next, to go against AJ Styles, I mean, I don't know, because then we asked ourselves, if someone else is next, which someone else obviously will be, AJ Styles isn't going to have the title forever, we're going to ask ourselves, are they going to beat AJ? How long is this going to take? Is this going to keep going on, for maybe another 6 months or so? We don't know.
No, exactly. With AJ, I'm not sure how much longer he's going to hold the championship for. I mean, I think if there's anyone to hold that for down on SmackDown for the foreseeable future, it might as well be AJ, because like I've said before, he's the best all-around performer on the brand currently. And there's a lot of good talent on SmackDown, but I think AJ is above all else the guy on that show right now. So if he holds the championship for another month, 2 months, 6 months, it could be a completely different story. But looking at the current landscape of the SmackDown roster, I've said maybe The Miz, if he's built up the right way, if he gets back in the championship conversation. It could be Andrade Cien Almas, if they, he has rarely been on TV, but, notable victories, maybe he could be built up as a potential challenger. And Randy Orton's another guy. Now, I talked about earlier about Randy Orton and Rey Mysterio. Maybe if Orton can get past Rey Mysterio, he will have his sights set on AJ Styles. I think an AJ Orton feud could be a lot of fun over the WWE Championship.
I agree with that. I think out of everybody you said, I feel like, honestly, even though I really can't stand his character, but I think it's a great character, The Miz, I feel like it's kind of The Miz's time now, even though it's been his time, multiple times. I feel like now he's doing more things, and he's becoming a part of different things himself, and more, storylines, whatever you want to call them. I feel like he could be somebody.
Yeah, like I said, if they kind of get back to that, if they kind of get back to that point, because he really hasn't done anything lately, I guess would be the best way to put it, just because, I know he's going to be a co-captain at Survivor Series for Team SmackDown, so maybe if he wins that, which would be a fucking joke if SmackDown doesn't win, because if you look at Team SmackDown so far, compared to Team Raw, SmackDown's team is set. It's Daniel Bryan, The Miz, Shane, who, whatever, he's the best in the world apparently, but whatever, he's on the team. Shane McMahon, Rey Mysterio, and Samoa Joe. Okay, that's a stacked team right there. Like, if they don't win, then I lose faith in this company. I lost faith after Friday, after Crown Jewel, but still, I mean, I would lose even more faith coming off that show if they lose. There's no real reason for Raw to win. Raw currently has Braun, who I like Braun, but the guy, which we'll talk about momentarily, is a fucking loser. The guy can never win when it matters most. So I have no faith in him. I have no faith in him to do well at Survivor Series. You have Dolph Ziggler, who most people could not give two fucks about if he's on his own. If he's with Drew, different story, but on his own, I don't care about. Drew is yeah, exactly. I don't care about him either. And then Drew is the only person on that team I actually care about right now after dismantling Kurt Angle limb from limb on Monday's Raw. But that's it. One person against five, most of whom have star power, with the exception of Shane. It doesn't cut it. Who else can you have on Team Raw that would legitimately make sense? That would genuinely make actual sense? Maybe Elias, and I love Elias, but it's like, is he really much of a threat against a Daniel Bryan or like a Samoa Joe? Not really. I guess they could have Bobby Lashley on the team or Finn Balor, and I like both guys, but no one really cares about both guys right now, so they're not really much of a threat. So that's a problem too, which we'll talk about at the end of this review and what this means for a Survivor Series. But yeah, going back to, I think we were talking about Miz and AJ and whatever. But yeah, AJ and Miz could be a great feud. I think their dynamic would be awesome, no pun intended. And the matches they could have, and Miz calling himself, the best in the world and whatnot. So we'll see about that.